I'm Billy Smith, and I'm here today to talk about why Facebook is important in education. This is for my Ed Leadership class for Dr. Longan, and let's talk about first what is Facebook? Facebook, well, for one, it's the most popular social media site in the world. That's evident that at 80% of the people, 80% of the population do have a Facebook account and post and do things on there regularly. One thing Facebook can also do is share and connect with people in your life. If you haven't seen people, your friends, your family, schoolmates that you may not have seen in a while, Facebook allows you time to connect with those people. You could also use Facebook for multiple tools of communication. You can chat with them, you can video chat. You also can use uh, an instant message, and that's where you're able to send them a private message on Facebook that only that subscriber can see versus everybody that's subscribed to that subscriber's page. So, some of the cons, some of the things that are against Facebook in education, and this is coming from several administrators, kind of the talk that's around the public school system, the reasons why they don't want Facebook that's in there. For one, it's hard to govern its content, and we'll break down these topics in more detail in just a minute. But it's hard to govern its content. Also, too many people are consumed with checking Facebook. It uses unwanted advertisements, and Facebook, sadly, can be used for bullying. And some of the pros, some of the positive things, and about Facebook and education, and these are just a few. But students can stay connected. The online research is more accessible, and absent students may retrieve their assignments. And once again, I'll talk more about, break down more of the pros and the cons in here in just a second. We'll study each topic. So let's talk about the cons and the censorship and how it's hard to govern. Um, Once you've posted, it's hard to erase. Once it's out there in social media and it's out there on the internet, it's hard to get rid of that, and that forms a problem with a lot of administrators. That once someone sees it, it's there for life. Now you can certainly go in there and delete a thread, but there are ways that you can see and still retrieve those issues for whatever it may be, for whatever harm that it may be. Um, People that are subscribed to your page, subscribed to your Facebook, they call it friends, who is on your friends list. They can see it. They can see what has been posted. And once again, once it's been seen, it's out there. It can be used for political opinions, and this is a big thing in public schools. A lot of people support the Democrats. A lot of people support Republicans. And during election years, you see a lot of those things that float around. And politics is just a place where it's not very um, it's not very friendly to be in education. Politics and education is not real friendly with opinions, and so it could cause a potential problem. I can give you an example of a public school system where I had worked at before. During an election year, one of the coaches sent out an all message through email, not Facebook, but it was through email, about voicing his opinion on voting for a certain candidate. And that too within itself became a controversial issue, and it raises certain eyebrows, and and anything that can be harmful or could cause harm or certainly backlash is definitely something you don't want, and that's the way most administrators feel. Derogatory ads and pages. When someone's on Facebook, they can like different pages, and if they like different pages, they become subscribed to that page. And so, for instance, if someone is subscribed to a page that is derogatory, then that page becomes part of their page, and it can be anywhere from explicit music, from adult content, from anything racist comments. You see this all on Facebook, and there's nothing really you can do about it. And so that's a concern for administrators. Facebook is also addictive. Believe it or not, it really is. There are certain statistics say that the average subscriber posts 3 times a day. That means at least 3 times a day, a person is going to be on Facebook and they're going to write something. Having a bad day, having a great day, love the weather, it's very nice outside. And so the average person posts, meaning they write 3 times a day. On the flip side of that, the average subscriber checks his or her account 10 times a day. So they may not post but three, but they're going to be on there at least 10 times a day looking. Why do people look 10 times a day? Well, the same reason why most people have Facebook. It's because we're nosy. And that's just the plain and simple truth. We're just nosy people, and we want to know what's going on. Subscribers like to be in others' business, and that's what I get to. We're nosy. We're nosy people. And subscribers neglect time with family, school, and church. So administrators say it's very addictive, and people cannot stay off of the Facebook pages. Derogatory ads and pages. That's another thing, and we talked about that just a minute ago. Facebook doesn't filter derogatory ads. People that they pay big time money. It's a money making business, and they pay money to post their ads and post what they want to on there. And so, as I said earlier, you can just like a page and there it is. And Facebook doesn't filter it. And if Facebook doesn't filter it, schools can't filter it. And so it makes it hard for schools to filter it. Any subscriber can like any page, and that's what we talked about earlier. If you have someone on there that likes explicit music, then they're going to get the explicit music updates on that page. I like Christian music, and so on my page there's a lot of Christian music that comes up. And I feel in my life that's a good thing. But it also works for the good and it works for the bad. Adult content can be filtered, but it can't be stopped. So adult content pages typically ask if you're 18, or they go by when you create an account, you put a birth date in there to verify if you're over 18. I know a lot of students, I know a lot of people, a lot of kids that have their birthday where they're over the age of 21, and there's no way of verifying it. And so, with that being said, they can get access to adult content. With that being said, they can get sexist, racist, and explicit ads and pages, and they're all viewable. So if you have a school page, if you have a student blog, a student page right there on Facebook, and that particular person likes these explicit, derogatory, sexist, racist ads, then it's going to be on their page. It's also used for bullying. Students can bully other students. They can write bad things about each other on there. They can threaten each other. I've seen this. I've seen this all the time. It happens. Bad school spirit. They can talk about other teams, upcoming ball games. They can taunt each other. I've seen it as well with my players. Teachers can talk about students openly. They can post things about students. You're not supposed to with code of ethics, but it does happen. Community can talk about the school openly, and this is, if you have a school web page and you get the community involved, community can get in there and they can write things about teachers and school administrators, as well as students. They can do the same thing. And those are big cons there against Facebook. So let's shift gears a little bit. Let's talk about the pros. Students are connected, and that's a huge thing. Students can stay in touch with friends. That's what social media is about. It's about touching and talking and communicating and staying in touch, and that's what it's about. Students can view peers, posts, and offer helpful advice. If someone needs help with homework, if someone missed an assignment, they can get on there and on the school page, on the school Facebook page, and say, hey, Joe, here's what we did today in class, and here's what you need to keep up with. And also, students can inform other students about social events. The ball game for Friday night has been changed to 5 o'clock due to the weather. Um, and that is a great way of getting your message out there for schools. You can have a school Facebook page. You can have the school administrator can be the one that strictly post on it. Nobody else can post, and they can use that for a way to get messages out in the community. And I think that that's a very helpful place. The research. Because you're online, Facebook offers specific topics for research. There's actually a search site on there that students can go in there and type in a particular subject, and it brings up helpful material. They can also, use their other uh, resources with peers with their connections to help with research as well. They're able to send and receive files. You can upload and send files on Facebook. And of course, the biggest one is, as I said earlier, collaboration. You collaborate with peers, teachers, and you collaborate with the community for help. If you're absent, no problem. Teachers can post their daily homework right there on Facebook. Teachers can open topics for discussion. So if you missed a class discussion, teachers can open up a topic on Facebook, and then you can go in there and you can add to it. So if you were absent, you certainly can get your homework. You can have any questions. You can post right there on Facebook. Hey, Coach Smith, I need some help knowing about the stages of mitosis. And there you go. Coach Smith can help you. Students can retrieve homework. That's where they can go in and look and see if there was any handouts or worksheets that are given. They can go in there, retrieve them, and print it. And students can post discussion and ask questions as well.
Well, we're moving